Capitalism is good for the economy. It creates innovation, it creates efficiency in marketplace because of competition, and competition drives efficiency. Now, I should let you know that as a former communist who escaped the Soviet Union and came to the United States, I've seen both capitalism and socialism, communism. However, I know that capitalism is the way to go. And I am a capitalist, and I'm going to tell you why capitalists are the backbone of a free country, of a sovereign country. And we are one of the few countries in the United States that allows capitalism at the highest level. So let's dive into it, because I realize that the school system, universities are constantly pumping propaganda into the minds of our youth, encouraging them to be socialists, communists, and think in the Marxist ways. In other words, if you're probably wondering, like, what do you mean socialism and Marxism? Well, it's simple. When you're thinking about socialism and the communist way, you really have to imagine that the government owns everything and there is no the rich. Everybody gets paid the same. It's equality across the board. But I'm telling you, it never works out well, because anytime the government has control on how money is distributed to its citizens, the bigger the government gets. And the bigger the government gets, the slower it moves, more bureaucracy exists, and there is no competition and innovation to create better products, because the government is not willing and looking to fire people who are under industry to bring in more efficient and effective and creative people to make the product or the service better. So if you are living in a system, then you are always going to have the lesser products or services and quality. I don't know about you, but I think we should reward people for their effort. I think we should reward people who try harder to innovate and create. And that is what capitalism is built on. In fact, there's a gentleman named Milton Friedman who died in 2006. This man was an American economist. Neither. However, a society that puts freedom over equality will get a high degree of both. And that is absolutely true. And the reason is, when we that smart device was a byproduct of a capitalist who said, aha, I've got an idea and I can make things better. And I can create a phone that doesn't have a hinge and doesn't fold, and it could be glass, and it could be connected to the interwebs, and through the interwebs you can watch content that is educational and value stimulating and really moves people towards a desired action. Think about that. A capitalist thought of the phone, right? Steve Jobs. A capitalist thought of Tesla, Elon Musk. A capitalist thought of so many things, like the internet and the stuff that you buy. Think about Uber for a minute. Your only option was a taxi. In fact, if you go somewhere and you land in an airport, you're probably going to go hail a cab some 10, 11, 12 years ago, right? But inherently, cabs are dirty. They had no competition when you really think about it. And so they kept the cabs dirty. The price was the price and the experience was shitty. And that's that. Until one day someone's like, hey, what if we can use all these people who have cars and have them pick up people and take them to their destinations? And we can have a rating system. And if we do this Uber thing right, then we can their heels and make the cab industry improve their product, their service. homes.
Planes, good for me. And if I want to pay my employees a really good wage and make sure that they're taken care of and they have great health benefits and financial benefits, then good for me. But I should not have the government telling me how my wealth should be divided, because that would be socialism or communism, right? So with that in mind, if there's 4 things about capitalism that I love, let me share that with you. So thing number 1 is economic freedom, right? And you have to understand, economic freedom equals political freedom. In other words, the more private industries have control of industries and economies, the less control the government will have over you.
Cars there, some of the cars there from the communist era, the socialist era, are old, and they're manual transmissions and roll-up windows, because when it was communist, you couldn't bring in BMWs, Mercedes, Toyotas, Nissans. There was no options. You're buying what the system, the state, the government created, which was a lower quality product because they didn't have any desire to innovate because they had no competition to innovate for, right? But think about the innovations that we've had in transportation. Hell, we've got self-driving cars that are about to come out now because of Tesla, right? You've got cars that are so smart now that they will keep you in your lanes. Windows go up and down. Windshield wipers are automatic for you. There's so much safety systems built in that it's rare that you're gonna rear end someone in a car that has a safety system where it could tell if you're about to hit that car in front of you. It'll smash the brakes preemptively for you. That is all a byproduct of innovation, because Ford and Chevy and Dodge and Toyota and Nissan and Honda, they're all competing for your dollars. And so they're like, hey, if this person's going to spend $50,000 for a vehicle, how can we innovate and make our product better so they buy mine and not theirs? So innovation not only keeps costs down, but it also creates quality and really a lot more options in terms of creativity. Hi guys, quick interruption to the show. If you are passionate about fitness like I am and you want to be an entrepreneur, then Fit Body Bootcamp might be the right business model for you. I started the Fit Body Bootcamp franchise years ago because I knew we could help more people live healthy, active